Hello class, we are here today to show you a movie on the MEL, which stands for Meaningful Engaged Learning. This movie was created by
Grady
and Dan. The Meaningful Engaged Learning model is made up of 4 components, which within them have subcomponents. The first component is environment, which consists of having positive student-teacher relationships and helping students to succeed. The second component is experience, which consists of doing hands-on activities and focusing on multiple learning styles.
The third component is motivation, which includes capturing student interest, providing for student autonomy, and avoiding extrinsic rewards. The fourth and final component is meaning, which seeks to establish both connections and context between student learning and students' lives.
A positive student-teacher relationship is important because it will help students to succeed. The 3 main parts of a good student-teacher relationship are that the student needs to feel comfortable and safe in the classroom, they need to feel respected by the teacher, and they need to trust the teacher. A teacher can help the student to succeed by having high expectations for the student and by letting the student know that they feel confident in the student's abilities and trust that the student will succeed. Students like hands-on learning activities because it inspires them to think about things that they would be unable to get out of a book. It also allows the student to do things that they may otherwise not get the chance to do, which will capture the student's attention. Students like a variety of activities that require different approaches to solving problems. They also like to try different things to help them learn. Try to stay away from lockstep teaching, where all students are required to do the same thing, because this will bore students, which will lead to poor performance. A teacher also needs to focus on different learning styles so they can effectively teach all of the students in their classrooms. These 8 learning styles are verbal, logical, visual, musical, bodily kinesthetic, naturalist, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. To be an effective teacher, teachers must know how to teach all types of different learning styles so that everybody takes something out of the class. Encouraging project work and observing student learning patterns are good ways to ensure that all individual learning styles are given attention.
If students are not provided with proper motivation, they will be unlikely to actively engage in the classroom. By finding ways to frame lessons around things that interest students, such as extracurricular activities or natural phenomena, a teacher is more likely to be able to effectively motivate students into engagement. Making content relevant to both present and future events for a student will encourage them to see lessons as intrinsically motivating, putting the ball in their court and driving the students to succeed. By allowing the students a level of autonomy, a teacher is able to further encourage self-motivation, because the student ultimately has the control over the direction of their own education. Simply allowing students to choose from a number of pre-designed projects will encourage this. Going even further, students can be brought in to design and plan their own projects that are relevant to the curriculum being taught. It is important to focus more on intrinsic as opposed to extrinsic motivation. That is, motivation provided by immediate and external sources, such as the fear of punishment or the desire for a good grade. Simply telling a student that they need to do something for these short-term gains will distance students from the ultimate goal of full understanding of the content. Finally, it is integral to bring meaning to a lesson, so that a student feels as though they can truly relate to the content. Fitting a lesson into the pre-existing schema that a student possesses will aid in allowing the student to retain and give purpose to a particular lesson, providing critical connection to what a student already knows. Grounding content in the real world makes it much more accessible to most students. Additionally, connecting current learning to future necessity in the workforce and society at large will provide important context to seemingly unnecessary lessons that a student is currently being exposed to, giving a student a reason to invest in obtaining knowledge that they would otherwise find irrelevant.
Thank you for watching our presentation on the Meaningful Engaged Learning model. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation.
We also hope that everybody that watched the video was able to take something out of it and has a deeper understanding of the Meaningful Engaged Learning model.
Make sure to watch the credits for a very special ending from your friends here at MGM.
Thanks again from
Grady
and Dan.
Rawr.